compressor. So these are the cylinders or the reciprocating cylinders for the air compressor. Now the compressed air from these cylinders is supplied to the receiver. So this is the receiver, or we can say this is the air tank, and this is the prime mover. Okay, so this engine, it is run by using this electric motor. Now from this receiver, the pressurized air is supplied to the FRL unit. So this is the FRL unit. So this is called as air service unit. Okay. So from this FRL unit, we can supply the required pressure to the pneumatic circuit. Okay. Now from this FRL unit or air service unit, air is given to the manifold. So here you can observe this is the manifold. Okay. So this manifold, it supplies the air to direction control valve and other components or other actuators. So from this manifold, air is given to this direction control valve. So this is the HLDCV, that is hand lever operated direction control valve, and it is a 5/2 valve. Okay. So similarly, we can supply the air to 3/2 valve or solenoid valve. From this direction control valve, air is given to the actuator. So here you can observe the actuator. So this is the pneumatic actuator, and of the single acting pneumatic circuit by using 3/2 HLDCV, that is a hand lever operated direction control valve. So the required motion for single acting cylinder is, we want to move the piston in the forward stroke, that is called as A plus stroke. Okay, and then we need to retract the cylinder. Okay, that is the piston to A minus position. So here this is the single acting cylinder. So initially the piston is at the A minus position. Okay. So this position, it is called as normally closed position. So when we supply the pressurized air to the left side of this cylinder, okay, then this piston, it will move to the forward stroke and it will get this A plus position. Okay. So this pressurized air is supplied with the help of this direction control valve, that is called as 3/2 direction control valve. Okay. So you can observe here we have two sides. So this is the left side and this is the right side. Okay. So in the right side, when it is active, okay, this A port, it is connected to the exhaust port. Okay. That means air from the left side of the cylinder, okay, is supplied to the A port, and from this A port it is exhausted to the atmosphere. When we operate this lever manually, okay, then we will activate the left side. So on the left side, this is the arrangement. The P port, so this is called as pressure port, it is connected to the port A. Okay. That means from pressurized port, air is supplied to the A port, and from A port, air is supplied to the left side of this cylinder. Okay. And then this piston, it will move from A minus position to the A plus position. So this is our forward stroke. Okay. So in the normally closed position, right side is active. Okay. That means air is exhausted from the cylinder, and when we operate this lever, then left side will be active, or we will excite the left side, and then P port is connected to A port, and from A port air is supplied to the left side, and then piston, it will move to the forward stroke. Now to the pressurized port, air is supplied with the help of this FRL unit. So this is called as air service unit. So air service unit, it consists filter, regulator and the lubricator. Okay. Air supply unit receives the air from the receiver, that is the air tank, and air tank receives the air from the compressor. So pressurized air is generated with the help of compressor. From compressor, it is supplied to the receiver, then receiver supplies the air to FRL unit, and FRL unit, it is connected to the pressure port. Okay. So this is the working of the single acting cylinder using the hand operated 3/2 valve. Okay. So now we will see the